Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Sunday. I want to do a recap of the week and then a. Actually, I'm gonna first do the look into the next week. Or should I do a recap? No, I'll start with the recap of the week. The recap of the week, i.e., just looking through Notion, right? I think we had like 2, 3 trades maybe. And then a look ahead of the week, like what to change going into the week or what not to change going to the week. And then I saw something interesting today. Okay, wait. Before I speak about that interesting thing, I just want to rant a little bit about this game that I just had right now. I'm on 803 rating right now, and my my goal is 1,200, right, by the end of this year. Can I get a free game review, please? No. Stingy with the game reviews. Anyway, go, Chacho. Look at this one. Wait, I need to do a self analysis first and foremost. Right. Okay, wait, let me just skip to the end. Maybe like 3 moves towards the end. I'm under pressure, right? It's pressurizing me. The top engine move was like right there. I thought about moving there, but oh man, honestly, like I'm completely winning. Look at the white bar here. This means I am completely winning. Completely winning. Right? And then next move, I move up here. Right? Oh yeah, he could have played that. He could have. Then I would have had to like, if he had played this, yeah, I would have had to take. That take. Oh, not even bad. Why did the engine say that then? When is it takes? Wait, man. Takes. Has to take. Then I take back. And then I'm pretty much still winning. Like I am in a winning position. Instead, this is what my dumbass did, bro. Here, the black is completely winning. Who knows this? Oh, I actually blundered the thing here. I actually already blundered. I was supposed to take there. He takes. Oh, I remember my concern was. Okay, anyway, it's not a fucking chess thing. But anyway, I moved here, right? Already I blundered here. Moving there to there already was a blunder because he takes. I had to take and then he would just take back and I would have been down 2 pieces. First blunder I made, right? And I'm down on time. Then he makes a blunder as well. And then wait, right? He makes the blunder there. I move here. He takes and I resign. Because I'm under so much pressure with time and thinking that he has something on me, that he moves there and I resign instead of just taking this back, and then I'm in the game still and I'm up +5, which is completely winning. Ah, man, honestly, like, sometimes I anger myself how stupid I can be, man. Alright, anyway, enough ranting. We're in August, baby. Wednesday USD CAD. I think we did not have a USD CAD trade on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Was it this one? Was it this one? No, it was actually this one here. As the market broke down, I was looking for the sell in there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. LC2A. Where was this? What time was this? LC2A. What was I looking for? LC2A. What time was this one? Ah, shit. Re-record. Ah, damn it. Okay. I'll have to edit those two videos together. I made a mistake and stopped and went out of Chrome and it stopped recording. I was trying to find what time this was created at 10:21 a.m. What was I seeing at 10:21? Was it this here? That was a 10:15. Which means it would have been this, right? Would it have been this? Wait a moment. What was I seeing at 10:15? What was I trying to do? At 10:15 on Wednesday. Counter swing plus pro internal, which means I was looking for a sell. Did I comment on what happened? Counter swing is bullish, right? I'm looking for sells. I said counter swing pro internal. The internal would have only been pro after the break down here. That was 2 o'clock already. What the fuck? The overall trend is bearish. Is this USD CAD? What was I smoking? Genuinely, what was I smoking? Tuesday, Wednesday. Genuinely, what was I smoking? Did I do the wrong thing? And was I looking for sell in here somewhere? Wednesday, the 5th of August, Wednesday. August the 5th, yes. The overall market trend is bearish. The internal is bullish. What was I smoking? The overall trend was bearish, was bullish because USD did switch bullish. Oh yeah, I was on something this day. Is there breaking close? Is there a chart? Is there a valid liquidation? Which means I was actually... Was it this? This is Tuesday, not Wednesday. Wednesday is here. This is why need to review the week and see. Counter swing plus pro internal. And I'm saying the overall is bearish, which means I'm looking for a buy. If it's counter the swing would have been bullish, which means I was looking for a sell. That's pro the internal. Counter the swing. But I said the swing is bearish, and if I'm counter the swing, it means I'm looking for a buy. Where was I looking for buys from? When was this? Wednesday? Did I go over this? Wednesday the 5th. Okay, I might have to go back and watch it. My own video on this. Because what the hellionte? Honestly, I'm confused about that. And then Tuesday, we had a loss in USD CAD. No comment for myself. The only thing is I was in a rush. I'm trading against the major support. Yes, M15 strong high. That was when I was looking for sells. Am I near? Oh, okay, this is Confluence, so it's okay. Internal trend is bearish. Whatever. I think I talked about these. I think I had decent, nothing wrong with these. Two valid trades, like this one, valid trade as well. Nothing on Thursday, nothing on Friday. Friday was NFP day. Still confused about this one, but I think overall in terms of the week was a okay week. Very tiring though, man. I was tired by the end of the week. I cannot lie. I was super tired from the 3rd to the 7th. I was super tired end of the week. I could feel in my mind that I am tired. Okay, the course correction was for the funded account. And then I did another course correction on the 5th, which was Wednesday. Price action changing to a different entry. I managed to delete the previous order but didn't adapt to the new entry. Okay, I remember that. I should have actually written on what thing. Yeah, probably in my comment section I should have put on, because now if it's vague like this, at least there's a video for the day. I can always go back and watch the video on that. But when will I have the time to go back and watch all my videos? That's a lot of watching. So maybe make these a little bit more detailed, so I can like read through this in like 2 minutes instead of watching videos. So biggest issue last week was this check the market on a regular basis. Yeah, that one was real. I think also it is tiring, man. Having to focus through like both sessions is really tiring. Not physically, but like mentally. Mentally it is. I could feel it by the end of the week that I am just tired. And then trading general. Trade on the 3rd was what? USD CAD again, I believe. It did a little bit annoying. Since it tagged me out and then went in my direction, but it's okay since I followed my plan. I think overall last week was a week of me following my plan, and that's okay, right? Plan followed. We did miss a trade. We did miss a trade on the day, right? What is this? This is July. Last week You only missed one trade on Euro USD, which is the one where I was supposed to switch to the lower time frame entries, I believe. Right, Euro USD. So let's just confirm. When was this? The 3rd, Monday. GPUSD sell. See, now I'm just confused. Oh, no. I remember Euro USD and GPUSD, they had similar price action on this day, and the Euro USD one worked out, not the GPUSD one didn't work out, so a little bit of RNG on that one. Where is the one where I said I was not focused and missed out? Okay, yeah. I have seen something. I have seen something here. Go back to the 3rd. Okay, this one tagging me out was GU. I remember that. Course correction was price action changing to what? This was the 5th. Price action changing to a different entry. I managed to delete the previous order but didn't adapt to the new entry. Check the market on a regular basis. What happened on Wednesday? Something happened on Wednesday. Could have been this USD CAD. Could have been USD CAD. What happened on Wednesday on USD CAD that what happened on Wednesday? First and foremost, okay, coming into the day on USD CAD Wednesday, right? We didn't have a sweep of this high, and I remember thinking, okay, this is counter swing, counter the internal. So I was actually not interested in looking for anything in here, right? Because it's counter swing, right? Swing is bullish. The internal was bullish as well. If you look at that, that would have been the eyeballs there, which would have made this a strong internal low, right? 50-minute internal low. And so I still ask myself, where is the trade? Where is the trade? What was I seeing? What was I seeing? I see something in here. 15 chart, this. Go to the M5 for Wednesday. 10:45. This might have been it actually. Pullback liquidity. This is liquidity that formed during the pullback. So it is valid liquidity. But I wouldn't have taken this because it's like counter swing, counter internal. I wouldn't have taken that though. What the hell happened on Wednesday? Okay, so my task literally is go back to watch the video on Wednesday. What the hell happened on Wednesday? What the hell happened on Wednesday? Alright, okay. And then we are actually gonna do a course correction right now. Right. Also, I have to start naming these. I think just writing. I felt like writing just course correction would have been aesthetically good, where I'm saying I've changed course so many times, right? Because not even change. It's not a change of course. It's a correction, right? Small corrections towards my goal. That's the whole point. But if I don't understand them, then it's kind of pointless. I need to be able to course correction on a weekly recap, right? Weekly recap. What will I change? Right? That's important. Course correction. Uh, Comment is how I conduct weekly recaps. Right. What triggered this? I'm trying to do a recap, but because of the vagueness of my journal, right? I'll say journal of my journal, it's hard to remember exactly what happened. Exactly. I can't spell for shit. Exactly what happened. Right, I'm trying to do a recap, but because of the vagueness of my channel, it's hard to remember exactly what happened. And also, I technically need to do another course correction and remind myself that I actually need to read my course corrections, because how am I going to change all these little things if I don't actually go back and look at them? Okay, what worked the last time? I'm going to say non-applicable, right? Because this is the first of its kind in terms of a course correction. So what can I change now? I need to add more detail. Add more detail into my journal of specific moments, so it's easy to remember instead of having to watch a recap video. Add more detail into my journal of specific moments so it's easy to remember. Not emoji, spell check. Remember. Where's remember, please? See, even longer time. Might as well just add the instead of having to watch a recap video. Final thoughts. Yeah. Poor journal. Right. Poor journal needs more detail. Cool. Poor journal needs. I think that's course correction on weekly recap. And then, because this is okay, I remember this thing, but the issue was the vagueness. Okay, address that, and then do another course correction. Let's say reading. Course connection on reading. That correction. What's the issue? I need to read my corrections every single. Because at night I'm tired. Every single morning. So to remind myself. I think at night it's hard to get anything in my brain because I'm already exhausted at that point. So I need to read my corrections every single morning, and if I don't read them tomorrow morning, I need to do another course correction, reminding myself I need to read the course corrections, right? Like literally all of them. At some point, I'll probably have to read like 300 in one day, and I probably won't, but at least maximum like like 30. Probably take like 10 minutes to read all of them. That's not a lot of time to spend on reminding myself where I want to be better. Right? I don't think that's a lot of time. Okay, what triggered this? I am not reading the corrections. I am making, which delays the process, right? Delays the process of changing and correcting my course. What worked the last time? Again, non-applicable because it's a first of its kind. On the next one, I need to be able to say what worked the last time. Is it me doing it like first thing when I wake up, or should I meditate first and then go over my corrections, or go over my corrections then meditate to like clear my mind or calm myself down afterwards? Whatever the case may be, that we'll get into that. Most importantly is not overcomplicating it, just doing it. What can I change now? Read them tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning. Not final thoughts. I don't have none. Just do what needs to be done. I think those are good final thoughts. I didn't mean to make a new one. It's fine. Okay, cool. I think that's it for the review of last week. If that made any sense at all. Right, and then let's get into the actual meat and bones. I should be doing the weekly review on Saturday. So it's a separate Saturday video that's like the normal 10-15 minutes long, and then Sunday today just do the look ahead. Right. Starting off with USD CAD. I don't know how I'm gonna add Euro GBP and DAX when already the mental load of these three is insane. So I think I'm for like a week, maybe 2 more weeks, just get used to the mental load before I add more and then just burn out and go back to my old ways of not showing up, and I don't want that. So right now try and manage that and see where it leaves us. Anyway, USD CAD on the daily still bearish. Right, still bearish on the daily. Coming into some more liquidity here. Maybe it provides a pullback. There's a zone there. Maybe it hits here, continues down. We'll see what happens. In terms of the internal, on the 4-hour, internal is bearish, right? So of course we want to follow that bearish internal, bearish zone here that was hit. In terms of zones we leave behind, probably have this here as a 4-hour, but also being cautious of the liquidity in here. Could sweep that and then run into this pivot over here on the 4-hour, and then I want to delete everything in here and over and done with. There's no need to have all this. It's just makes my charts dirty and takes away focus from the real points that need focus. clean that up a little bit. Then swing break here on the M15. Swing break there, get rid of this. Swing high somewhere in there. And 15 swing high. Also Friday, I don't think we need to touch on Friday because Friday was like NFP day, and NFP day is not the best day for trading. So in terms of tomorrow and the week, I think we might see a reaction off of here, maybe back into here, right, forming another like leg like this. As you can see, it's moving in like legs, so maybe a correction into here, and then we sell off again, right, something like that. So mentally on the M15, if we can get a new internal forming in here and then play the internal buys, right, which would be counter the M15 swing, but will be pro the internal. Never counter M15 and counter the swing and counter the internal. Never both at once. Here I'm gonna delete all of this. Record the M15 agent low sweep trade. I didn't actually record this. That's another course correction I need to do. Wait, let's do that now. Let's do that now. Part of journey is recording, right? Recording immediately after something happens. Right? Post correction, recording traits. What triggered this? I have a few trades. There's a few, like I think like 2 or 3. The fact that I don't know if it's 2 or 3 makes it worse, because I did say my number one priority moving forward has to be my journal, right? Keeping note of everything that happens so I can actually learn from that. That I didn't record, right? Also, it increases the friction the longer I leave them, right? And increases friction the longer I leave them. What else? What else is in there? A few traders didn't record, increase the friction the longer I leave them. Yeah, I genuinely just need to work on this. What can I change now? Yeah, record my trades after they finish playing out. Of course, this is a... Oh my god, I don't know how to spell necessary. Necessary is one of those words. This is a must-do task each and every time. I don't know how to spell necessary. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I need to find the trade in here, record it, very important. And then I don't think there were any others in here. Actually, this GPUSD one. This is the trade that I missed, if I'm not mistaken. Wednesday the 5th. Oh, okay. Now I remember what this thing was about. This was actually about GBPUSD. GBPUSD. This was actually about I should have said it's about GBPUSD, and then immediately I can go back and see that I remember this trade, right? And then another thing in here, GBPUSD on Wednesday. If I go to the journal, go to my goods setups, you will find that GBPUSD is not in here. I need to add GBPUSD in here. GBPUSD buy. I need to add that in here. I think this one was another one of an issue with focus. I need to add that, and then most importantly, I probably won't forget, but I think I might be going back to a fixed 3-hour target. Even if it's pro swing and pro internal, I think I'll just go back to a fixed 3-hour target. But also I have plans to do a bit more research on the type of risk profile I need to have when dealing with prop firms, to be exact, because it looks like the risk profile that I may have in mind might not be the right approach. So yeah, we'll see. This is now a longest video and I'm all over the place. GBPUSD on the daily, bullish. Terrible price action, hurts my eyes to look at. But it's bullish, right? Bullish, internal break higher, internal was no break. So the low held of the internal, this is the internal high, internal low. The low has been swept and held, so should be looking for bullish moves. And then the 4-hour swing bullish as well, and then the internal, which we can see here, bullish as well, right? Expectation is for this 4-hour internal high to go out as well, which will then leave this zone here to cover. And yeah, we do have a zone in here. In fact, the last two would be that. Last two would be that. If you use the range, it would be that. It would be just kind of touched there, so I don't think it would come back like there, but you never know. Just have it there in case it does. Then it's still in the back of my mind. But expectation is for this internal high to go. M15 wise, the internal obviously switched bullish. These points are looking for like pro swing trade, pro swing, switched back bearish here on Thursday. Boom, boom, boom. Friday pushing down, NFP pushes higher. Hence, I don't partake in NFP activities, right? Because of reasons like this, where your bias might be like selling or buying, whatever the case may be, but it just makes it like 10 times harder for myself. And yeah, there's no need for me to make it harder by losing capital or betting on something that I do not know, something that can be easily manipulated as well. Right, so for me, no need to participate during like NFP. So anyway, I wouldn't be looking for sells, right? Even though the swing high has been swept, my expectation is for this high to go. So I'm not looking for sells at this point. Internal is bullish, right? Swing is bullish, so obviously I need to be only looking for buys. So either we come in here, continue looking for buys, or push higher, maybe leave something good in there. End of the day, still looking to go higher. Or maybe we have something where we push higher here, right? Create a low, then maybe we look for sells before the bigger buys. But the idea is we are actually just looking for buys unless we first sweep the high, break and close off the high, and then we can look for pullback sells. That's the only scenario where I would look for sells. And then last but not least, Euro USD. Oh my god, this video is now probably an hour long, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What up, Doc? Yeah, I'm gonna steal this and make this the 1 hour. Actually, the daily chart is this one. Daily bearish, still bearish. It's pulling back into this daily zone. Let's see if we have a reaction from there. No, please don't stop recording again. This is definitely a daily swing low here. Definitely a daily swing low. Have some PRs in here, but they're not interesting. It's kind of far. This reaction, but in the middle of nowhere, so I do not care about a reaction in the middle of nowhere. At best, it will give a tiny reaction, but I don't think it's one that changes a whole lot. Daily bearish, 4 hour bearish as well, so but the internal is bullish, so looking for buys is still valid as long as the internal of the 4 hour is bullish. 4 hour internal, I post there, which makes this 4 hour internal low, which makes these zones in the pivot of the whole move, and we're within the daily there. In terms of 4 hour, I'd take the pivot out here, and then yeah, expectation probably still looking for buys, right? Boss, low, boss, 15-minute boss there. "15-minute swing low here, and then anything back here just get rid of, and we focus on the current price. So if this low breaks, then that's my internal. 15-minute wise, this is the last point of liquidity before this huge move up, so it's a valid 15-minute zone. These zones in here got violated, so not looking at them. And then maybe there's something in here, but once we get to like the swing low, obviously I'm looking for IBOS before buys. This is like an area that could be one of those. So yeah, Euro USD, GBUSD, looking for buys. Even though price is similar, there's still different triggers, I'd say, that I'm looking for. And then USD CAD, looking for buys as well, because I'm trying to play the pullback. So whomever gives me the best price action that's in line with my trade plan is where I'm going. Yeah, pretty long video, but we got through it nonetheless. So peace.